Point it down. Yeah, there's your sexy face.
A little bit cleavage. Just
the little blades.
Ooh, careful, not gaming content.
Show me your boobies.
Look. Okay, Casey can do it. I can do it. All right, let's be fair.
Wow.
I'll just pretend like I don't know what's happening. Just
hold on. You just straight up compared your boobies to Casey Tron's boobies.
Okay,
she's
mine
a troll,
might be bigger,
but she's no. She's got some big. Sorry, Mark. She's got some big fucking tits.
No.
So do I. Trust me.
And Yogi, I talked to Morg last week, and she said it was okay if I said stuff like this because she's a bigger pervert than I am, I guess.
Hey,
I
I never said that.
Sorry, I told him.
Liar.
Yeah, because we all forgot about the Thor's dick thing since, you know.
Yep. I want. No, wait.
I want Thor's dick. Oh, yeah.
Oh my god, this camera's gonna be freaking out like all day.
Morg, you remember that?
She's like, I have no recollection of that.
By the way, we're live on my channel.
Are we really?
Episode 68, guys.
Really?
I titled it Abril es muy bueno.
You went. That's why I couldn't read it. It's Spanish.
It's Spanish.
What the hell?
Tiger Claw. I love Tiger Claw. He's in the chat over on All Games. And he's like saying, hey, you should do Skype call-ins, as if we never done it before. He's like, I advertise at TeamSpeak server. I'm like, the reason we don't do Skype call-ins anymore, there's a number of reasons, but part of it is
because we're tired of getting DDoSed.
Well, that and then you gotta mess with the overlay. It ruins the flow of the chat. You know, where TeamSpeak people could drop in and out. He's like, yeah, but they may want to do videos. Like, well, if they want to do video, they should be planned guests and join us before the show starts.
Yes, we will never ever do call-ins in on Skype again.
Well, and you can, and you get really frustrated too.
Like, I get fucking irate.
Especially if you get the guy that like keeps calling, even though we make it clear, like, don't call us, just send us a message on Skype, and then we'll call you. But they keep calling and shows up on the recording.
Does it matter?
Do not disturb and all that crap.
Does it matter that I want to like beat these people in the head sometimes when that happens, or is that totally like legit? Like, does that happen to everybody?
Sure.
I'm just fucking with you, dude. I'm ready. Let's go. Let's go. Come on.
I forgot to change the channel name on.
Oh my god!
We're doing a pre-show. We're good. Hold on.
I had to look to see if it said playing Smite. Like, I was like, wait a minute.
Yeah. Well, ever since Twitch went down, MUY and Nightbot are not working properly, even after you re-authenticate them, which is pain in the butt.
What in the butt? What in? Oh, sorry.
You want to put it in my what?
Yana. Fire.
That's a song you like. You don't want to admit that you really enjoy.
Freya. I spelled Freya wrong.
How rude! My name is right there in TeamSpeak. How could you misspell it?
I am not looking at TeamSpeak right now.
It's in chat too.
It's in chat too.
I'm sorry.
Wow.
He's gonna keep throwing them under that bus.
Good.
All right.
I was wrong, Yogi. Fatal's not gonna be joining us tonight.
That's okay. I still have chat.
He's gonna get punched in the fucking face.
Oh man.
Okay, then Obi's gonna miss the show too, because that's too far of a trip. He'll get back at his house just, all right, I'm ready to start. You'll hear the end music going.
And by that point, you'll just be like, just offer him some booze, and then Obi will forget all about it.
Say what? Boobs? Say boobs or booze? Because boobs would work a lot faster than booze. Just saying.
What if I put one on the other?
Dude, goddamn, you're a nasty bastard.
That's non-gaming content, sir. I don't appreciate it.
You're gonna force me to open this bottle of alcohol and drink it. That's what you're doing to me, Fatal, right now.
I'm ready.
You know what? I'm gonna go get a bottle of booze. Hold on, I'll be right back.
Wait. Everybody has booze? Nobody told me this was a boozing show.
I got my frosty mug.
This is always a boozing show.
Oh, damn it.
I really have to today.
I
I've
may have to
taken
go
some
get the
pain.
wine.
I've been taking some
Wine
painkillers.
still
My back's
works.
still killing me. It's not good. Wine is good. BUENO.
Yeah, I don't want to get. No, I'm not drinking.
He's like, I don't wanna get wasted. I kind of do, but all right.
Morgan will be
Yogi.
like, hey guys.
Yogi,
What?
I'm going live.
Are ya? Alright. Let me know. Give me a thumbs up when you go live and then I'll get the music going.
I'm live.
Are you for reals?
No, not for real, but yes, for real.
Okay.
I'm live. Hey, we're live. And welcome back, geeks and gamers and gangstars. This is HorsePLAY Live. Let's work some. Today is Thursday, April 2nd. Yeah. 2015 and episode 68. And I'm going to let Yogi read the title because I'm stupid and I don't know Spanish.
Abril es muy bueno.
That. But before we get into all the fun, dude, it's April, guys. Seriously. Holy shit. Anyway, before we get into all this good stuff or geeky goodness that we got planned, I'm going to bring to you the one, the only, everybody's favorite filthy hardcore casual, the man himself, Yogizilla. What's up, buddy?
Hello. How's everybody doing?
Got my drink?
I got my frosty mug. And the beer is in it. I'm gonna deposit more beer in there. I got a lot. You know, being old, it comes with benefits, but you know, some of the drawbacks suck. Like when you randomly get back pains. And now, like the weather has been really crazy here in Georgia, so like my back's like all out of whack. I feel like I'm like a contortionist without any of the fun parts. Just gonna share that there. For the
I
old.
feel like you're a contortionist that can't even suck his own dick. That's fucked up.
In not so many words, sure.
And,
Or in so many words, I guess would be the more proper phrase. Who cares?
And also with us, guys, we also have, you guys can see there, Fatal Blades. What's up, big guy?
I mean, I don't know how to follow that up, but Eesh.
I wish I was a contortionist so I could play with myself in various positions. Yes. That'd be fun.
We've had this discussion before. Remember we got into the whole discussion of like, is it gay if you suck yourself off? Or if you had a clone?
We say something like that every week. Okay?
But that particular discussion comes up a lot, I find.
Yeah.
Like, if you had a clone of yourself and you did stuff with yourself, would it be gay? Like, no. It'd be a fancy way of masturbation. Why not?
Wow. I don't even know how to say that. And we do have somebody else with us today, guys. This is going to come as a shock because we're all talking about masturbating and shit. We're got a Freya. How you doing, hon?
Well, I'm good. Laughing too hard.
She's like, I'm great. I'm laughing at you guys thinking about sucking each other off and shit. No, not each other. Promise. Just ourselves. Guy, tell me one guy in the world that hasn't thought of, man, I wish I could do that just once.
Yeah, but
I
then
couldn't.
you'd end up getting back pains doing that too much.
I know, right? Hurts your lower Never mind.
Like, why does it get such a like Quasimodo hunchback thing going on? Oh, we know what he does in his spare time.
Hey, what about that guy on Scary Movie? The guy in the wheelchair.
I can do it myself.
I can do it myself. Thank you.
Oh Lord.
See, it always makes me think of what was it? Clerks. It's like, what happened? Dude broke his neck trying to suck his own dick.
Oh my gosh, that's a terrible way to go out.
Sucks. That'd be a worse way to go out. You're like, how did he die? He was trying to suck his own dick, Frank. Oh my God, Bob, are you serious?
Best part is they don't even care about that. They're like, did he make it?
I want to go talk to him and see. I'm going to talk to him and see how he did it.
Right.
If he survives, then it's like totally worth it. If he dies, then it's like, you dummy.
So, starting with Yogi, what do you guys been doing this week?
I just finally, I wanted to clear up the air because
You've been gone. I mean, I haven't seen you in a week, literally. I tried to call you a couple times and it's gone to voicemail.
I didn't see anything on call ID, honestly. Usually I call you back if I miss your call. Nah, dude, I've been super busy with work and wrapping up March, and
J-O-B.
I got reports to send out to clients, and I got to follow up with different sponsors and ad partners and job leads for different gigs, and then the giveaway stuff. Like, a few people were like on the ball, and a lot of people just like disappeared at the same time. So I'm tracking them down so they can like throw their prizes into the pot properly. I've been doing it for weeks, but like now like people are like, oh yeah, so what do I do? You want me to write you a check? I'm like, really? Like the thing ended last week, and I sent you emails about it for weeks, and I contacted you on Skype and Twitter. It's like, it's draining. I love doing group giveaways, but it's been like a lot of administrative work. But I wanted to clear up the air because last show when we did the Mega Awesome giveaway wrap up, I couldn't remember. I had a total brain fart moment. I couldn't remember who Medi was. His name is Crazy One without the A.
Mm-hmm.
And then he was in the chat, and he was like, hey, you don't have to give it to me. Give it to someone else. I said, nah, dude, you earned it. You know how many times we redrew that Star Wars Humble Bundle? So I finally got him in the chat. I did a brief Hearthstone stream.
I do have, and I'll tell everybody right now, including you, because you don't even know about it. I found something in my email, and we're going to give one of those keys away today.
For Heroes of the Storm?
Yep.
I told you to check that.
Well, no, I finally went and searched, and Fatal's like, hey, look at the emails that you've deleted. I was like, you can't do that. He goes, yes, you can, up at the top left-hand corner. I'm like, oh, deleted email. Oh, okay. So then I typed Heroes, and there's the 4 beta keys, right?
Yeah, it's really cool that they selected different
So I
people
gave one
from the
to a
community.
Brit already. I gave one to a Brit, so I'm getting one in return for EU.
Oh, nice.
But I got 3 left. I'm going to give one away on the Sunday dose. I'm going to give one away here tonight, and then just somebody that I want to play. So if you guys don't have Heroes of the Storm, regardless, if you do, tell everybody, guys. We're going to give one away today. Got to be in chat.
Yeah, I got like 6 of the keys left myself. So
What have you done with yours?
yeah, go ahead.
Fatal, what about you, buddy? What have you been doing this week?
All I've
Playing
been
the
doing.
shit out of HOTS.
Yeah, I've been playing Heroes of the Storm. Like, I played it till the wheels fell off. I think I got to 32 before the bonus dropped. Bought enough champions to do ranked, so I'm probably going to be starting that this week. I also beat South Park Stick of Truth, because I never played it when it came out. I held off, just beat it in like a 1-day straight run, 100%ed it. And there's another game I'm working on right now, and I can't even remember because I just started it.
Well, remember that, and we might get back to it.
Yeah, mainly Heroes of the Storm. That's the key point. Like, I've been playing that and going ham.
Okay. Miss Morgana Freya, how about you, darling? What have you been up to this week?
Mainly Skyrim. And then have fun with that. But like 2 nights of streaming was all trying to fix mods, so yeah. Otherwise, that's pretty much it.
You should repurpose those highlights as a how-to video.
Right?
So
How not to mod Skyrim.
I learned so much about the Skyrim mods. I was like, oh wow, cool.
well, I had a talk this week. This is a very important talk. With my wife, and the beard's starting to get annoying.
For you or for her?
For her.
Uh,
So, yeah, she says if you guys like it, prove it.
I say go with her.
No, she goes. If she told me, she says if your viewers and your you guys' followers like your beard, prove it. Mama wants a spa day. I was like, what? I said, well, how much is a spa day? She goes, I don't know. Look it up. I said, why do I got to do all the work? Well, I looked it up. And not the cheapest, but not the most expensive. For everything that she wants to get done, it'll take all day. It'll be about $200.
it's not about right.
That's not bad though.
Mm.
Especially what I paid before for a woman for a spa day. It's not bad at all.
Is it really worth it, though?
My beard? Fuck yeah, it is.
I mean,
He's like,
I'm
"Screw
going to
the
get
spa
plasma
days, the
this
beard
week.
is worse."
I'm going to get plasma at the blood drive 3 times next week. Shit. I'm going to make at least $100 myself.
they've made it
Rob
really
somebody, maybe
hard.
Get another $100, man.
They made it really hard to do that around here. To give plasma, they have so many like prerequisites and like stipulations. Like, oh, did you eat a cookie this morning? Oh, you can't give plasma. Oh, did you just fart? Nope, you can't give plasma. Oh, you're out of breath. Oh, you can't give plasma. Come back next time.
Holy hell.
But it's nice though. I mean, you get a nice little. What did they by you? Did they give you a little prepaid card or whatever? Obi.
I haven't done it yet.
Yeah, they usually give you like a little prepaid card.
I had to get blood work first. Done.
For us, the local place that does it, I think it's Shepherd.
Because I've had all the vaccines for military.
Yeah. You gotta have your.
I've had anthrax and all that shit put in my body, so I gotta make sure that my blood's capable of being given first.
Yeah, but it's pretty cool. Like, but sometimes what they do is like the first time they'll pay you. The second time they won't pay you. The third time they might not pay you, and the fourth time they'll pay you. Like it's some weird thing they do. Yeah.
They're
What?
just gonna pay me, Mom. If I'm gonna give my blood, you're gonna pay me for it.
Anytime I give blood or plasma, I get so loopy. I'm like, forget it. I'm just trash for the rest of the day.
Yogi, he gives blood. He's like, yeah, tap another one, Doc. Shit, I'm ready.
I could never, I could never shoot things into my veins and be that kind of drug addict. I couldn't be a drug addict, period, but definitely not that route. I mean, the needles, I'd just be like, forget it, I'd be gone.
It's not bad once you get used to it.
That's why he wants to keep the beard so bad.
Flashbacks, guys, stop.
Have you guys noticed that as part of their April's Fool's joke, Twitch now has the missing kappa? Have you noticed that?
Yeah.
Oh my god, the missing
Oh, hey,
kappa.
you remember what I was talking about last week? About you can get like somebody, like you can go get a sub button, just not on Twitch.
Yeah, Patreon.
And it crossfades. Oh yeah, that's about it. Okay, it crossfades with Twitch and it's accepted. So
Yeah, it's Subbable. They actually that's gonna be part of our news. Subbable teamed up with Patreon. That's what I was telling you last week.
I'm getting one of those, so that's what I'm saying. So hey guys,
I've only written articles about how you could run your channel like a partner channel without Twitch.
support me. Mama needs a spa day.
But I'm telling you though, I think it's great.
Just kidding.
I think it's great that people are finding ways to circumvent Twitch because they're being real jerks about who they make partners.
Twitch are being assholes right now, man.
Yeah.
I mean, I have a
Yeah,
buddy,
they are.
and I haven't done it. I don't have enough numbers for it yet, but I have a buddy. He is right around 6K followers, and he averaged probably around 200 to 300 viewers every time he streams, and he streams for 8 to 10 hours a time. And he's applied for it 3 times, and the last time he applied for it, get this, a female that just literally started, didn't have more than 10 viewers on her channel, got a button.
Yep.
What?
Yep.
Morgana Frey, all you gotta do is show some titty, baby. You'll get a sub button too.
Ain't nobody want to see these things. Sorry.
Hey, we're guys. Titty's a titty. They all want to be seen.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
no.
say that. I tried that one time. It worked horribly, all right?
You got to be a girl first, fucker.
Well, you didn't specify. You said a titty's a titty.
No, come. Moving on.
I mean, to be fair, that is what you said.
I'm just saying, moves for
See-
subs. I'm gonna make it a thing.
See why I want to rage now? You see that? I raged so hard the other day, fucking around in Counter-Strike. I raged because I know two of them's in here, and I scared both the shit out of both of them. Because it was like, I was just sitting there talking, and I was like, one banana. All right, 2 mid, 1 with op. What the fuck? And it wasn't anything serious. I just got shot in the head from I have no idea where. So, yeah. My rage moment for the day. Guys, we're going to move on, though, seriously, because if we don't, we're just going to keep bantering. If you guys are new to the show, welcome to our geeky gathering.
Yeah! Did you know a funambulist is a tightrope walker? And actually, you know why I was caught off guard this time? Because you forgot about this part, Obi. What happened to this? What happened to this right here? It wasn't my fault this time.
No, it was your fault. I
No.
thought you did that already.
No.
Yeah?
Obi jumped ahead. So tonight on the show, just want to say real quick, we're going to discuss a game we haven't been showing enough love for lately. Hearthstone. Yeah. We'll revisit our discussion about PvP games, the culture and community thereof, the biases surrounding MOBAs and FPSs in particular. And then we'll even briefly discuss some of our favorite April Fool's pranks. And we'll probably, if we get to it, we'll actually come back to some oldie but goodie, like our favorite segments, like the Dust Off and Deals for Cheap Bastards and other good stuff out there. Especially on Humble Bundle.
Porky, you got a negative A cup, dude. You shouldn't be showing anything on stream.
Oh my god. By the way, we have an old friend joining us in a bit here. I'm popping him into TeamSpeak, but he's got his away on. Captain Chaos, aka Chip Sella from the B Team podcast. You'll probably figure out that he's on our way in a second here. But yeah, there you go. Now we can go to the part where you say if you're new to the show, blah, 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 blah.
HorsePLAY Live is where geeks come to play and all the time get in the fucking trouble. And then, yes, I'm skipping it now because it done lost all effect. Nope.
I think the funambulist thing was very important. Actually, it's funambulist. Funambulist. That's a great word. Who would know that that's a tightrope walker? I would think it's someone that likes to have fun in an ambulance car. What?
Nothing.
What? Talking
We
shit,
are
yo.
the flagship talk radio show for Geeky Antics in collaboration with allgames.com and the United Broadcasting Network. Our show covers all the aspects of geek culture, a special focus on indie and strategy games, technologies, and did I mention we rant? And of course, a lot of the social issues that geeks face every day in gaming. And of course, we have to do our community events. We love doing those as well. Sometimes we even talk about tabletop gaming. And on the occasion, which is just about every fucking show, we talk about food. Because you got to have a little bit of everything in the show. You got to have some gaming so we don't get banned. Right?
Yes.
You got to have some tabletop gamings for people that can't afford video games.
Hey!
What?
Hey, no, it's true.
Some
Actually,
tabletop cost way more than video
yeah.
games.
Yeah.
I know.
Like,
I
hit up
know.
a Warhammer 40k player one time.
Like, what am I supposed to do? Beat his ass and take his cards or something?
Dude, his tabletop pieces. I knew one guy who had I think it was over 50 grand in Warhammer 40k figurines.
God damn.
Yeah, he could buy a house with his shit.
Holy shit.
not to
You guys
mention,
are,
with
you guys are-
tabletop games, they have less margin to play with. So, like, you rarely see, like, a really good deal on physical games, you know?
Mhm.
Unless you do the, like, print and play, the PNP sets. But that's ghetto.
Mhm. It is ghetto.
It's nice to try it out though. It's nice, a nice way to try out a game though. Do the PNP. You go through a lot of ink. Anyway, go ahead, Obi.
And if you guys are new coming into the channel, remember that we're going to do a giveaway for Heroes of the Storm. I'm going to give a beta key away, so guys remember that. Stay in chat. Yogi, tell a little bit more about the show, man.
So yeah, if you haven't noticed yet, and this is your first time visiting us, we are live and uncut. Crazy things may and will happen. We may say something that could be construed as offensive, or biased. But we try to keep an open mind. We hope you do too. And most importantly, have fun. After all, this is Horseplay. What do you expect from a name? I mean, the show name Horseplay. Shenanigans are bound to happen.
Obi Logic 2015. If it does bother you, get the fuck over it. Amen.
And I'll be Dumbledore in the house with the Yogi Senpai. Albie's one of our cool new friends in the community. We have a nice little crowd here today.
Albie's one of Janelle's followers.
Yes. Janelle did let us know that she is spending some QT with her BF. And and she's not very good with the time management, so we understand. She said, sorry for the last minute thing, but I miss you guys, blah, blah, blah. She said she sends her love. You're fired.
Not really. Horseplay Live is every Thursday at 11 p.m., as you guys can see, because you're here. If you're listening on the podcast, you need to get here. 8 p.m. Pacific on Twitch channels Geeky Antics and YogiZilla. Horseplay Live replay now is also available earlier in the day, around 5 p.m. on Thursdays, Eastern Time on allgames.com. You guys just go to allgames.com and hit the... You can actually go allgames.com/chat, and it'll bring you right to it. So, but we're going to keep it going and get right into the obligatory news with YogiZilla.
Ding! I was ready for you. So, shout out to the Worst Radio Show. Kevin's in the chat right now for a brief amount of time. It's way past his bedtime, so I wanted to plug this in real quick. Worst Radio Show, our friends over there are doing a Borderlands 2 Game of the Year Edition giveaway. I was about to say gay away. Not a gay away, it's a giveaway. Hey. And if you want the deets, they got a website now. It's worst.
It's a gay away. If you want the D, what now?
You got a terrible.
No.
But the Worst Radio Show.
Not available in Indiana.
And there's Chip.
Yeah, I figured out. Okay, the mic was muted. I've been talking to you guys, and
we wonder how long it takes him to figure out that he's actually away.
That's perfect timing.
It was all Yogi too.
I
wanted to come get you, man.
I poked Chip to let him know, hey, turn off your away.
Yeah. And I was sitting here and I'm talking. I said, "Hey, what up, guys?" When you introduced me, and you just kept going, and it's like, "What the fuck's going?" I'm not used to this. I always use Skype, so it's like, "Oh, my mic's muted and I'm away." Okay.
Well, that's the nice thing about this. It's easier to moderate people individually, so if they get out of hand, it's like mute
or throw them out of the channel. Yeah,
you can adjust the individual volume levels and whatnot. It's a lot easier. People can drop in and out. Whereas you do that on Skype and it breaks things. But, so yeah, if you want to get more details on that, The Worst Radio Show, they're on Twitch, twitch.tv/The Worst Radio Show. And Kevin, just put the link in the chat to your new site. Is it theworstradioshow.com or worstradioshow.com? I forget. It didn't come up on searches for me. I may have done something wrong. Let us know. And, we've been collaborating with them. Mike and the Spartan Show have been kind of like MIA lately, but we're still doing the UBN thing, teaming up with them. But I don't know what happened to him. Like, he's one of those guys. You know those people that are like really gung ho, and they're like
worstradioshow.com.
Okay, so yeah, I knew it was one or the other.
Fatally, you're a dick.
So worstradioshow.com is the website. But yeah, Mike, we miss you, man. If you don't say hello or something on Skype or voicemail or Twitter, send us a smoke signal or something. We might start putting your face on milk cartons. I don't know. But usually you can catch our shows on twitch.tv/team/UBN. We got a little alliance, stream alliance going on over there. So we're all over the place. We got stuff going on. Yeah, Fatal's doing some real like puff stuff over there. He's doing some smoking some
smoke signals. So we're
yeah, he's doing the O-rings and
smoke signals.
Smoking up his camera. I see you. Oh man, you even made the camera all blurry.
Watch this. This is why I do it, because I can correct it.
I can't see.
Autofocus.
Oh, nice. So yeah, word on the street is that there's a popular female YouTuber that got dinged by Nintendo like twice on one day. Now that's kind of a big deal. Those copyright dings. I know some people say they're not a big deal, but they are because
they're huge.
Yeah.
You get dinged more than a couple times, you don't have a channel anymore.
Three uncontested that go through, they will strip your channel.
And if you try to challenge them and fail, it's almost an automatic suspension. So it's like you're doomed one way or another. Twitch is a similar thing, though they don't have strikes.
No, YouTube's not like that, dude. I can tell you that right now. If you challenge them, they're not gonna do anything to you. If you're wrong, you're wrong. You just get there's your you get a strike.
It's changed. Check out the rules.
I challenged a
how long ago?
Last week. Like literally.
If you challenge it and
like
they didn't,
they are not like Twitch. I'm telling you that right now.
If they,
I don't care if you believe me or not.
No. On paper though, the thing is, on paper, this is what you got to think about, and this is you got to be careful. That's been your experience. But on paper, they say, and Twitch says the same thing. The only thing Twitch is to have a limited number of strikes. But on paper, they say if you contest a determination on your channel, and they find that they were in the right and you were in the wrong, it could count. They could weigh it as a heavier offense. They have that right.
They won't though.
They may not exercise it, but they have that right. So it's still scary. But regardless,
unless 1,000 people do it all at once and they start doing that, they're not going to do anything about it.
They say it, but at the same time, it's 100 times easier to get partnered on YouTube than it is on Twitch. And once you have partnership on YouTube, you have the people to fight it. And most of the time, any partnership on YouTube, they'll look at you and go, oh, well, then we're not going to deal with it. We're not going to worry about it so much. Like, especially for gamers. Gamers have huge communities of things like, and I'm just going to throw a few out, but like Full Screen, Makers, That Juice, Caliber, Thrust, like all these things. If you're on any of those, they've got someone to take care of it, or they've heard of you, and they just automatically go, all right, the strike's probably, not that bad. Like, who was it? KSI recently caught a strike for something using some guy's picture. The guy was in the, thumbnail. He caught a strike. He was like, I challenge it. They go, oh, that's KSI. Clearly we were wrong. Go on your way. And they lifted it 3 days later. No repercussions, no real worries.
Well, and I'm not gonna sit there and say the each his own. But if people are doing things, and I've done this before because I've been in a hurry trying to put a video up or just whatever, and some copyright music gets in there, just by it's in the background or my phone went off and they dinged me for 10 seconds or something like that when they weren't supposed to ding me for until 30 seconds. It's there's really a fine line, and there a lot of that, it's a really fat line and it's all gray. I mean, there's just that gray area where you either just don't put shit in. I mean, if you're gonna play a game that strictly says we do not wish you to stream this or record this or make money off us, that's your own fault.
Now,
you're stupid. Like the person that, sorry, Fatal, but the person that got dinged twice in a row from Nintendo. Nintendo does not want you to do shit with their content. There you go. If you're a YouTuber or a streamer, guess what? Find new content to play. Because they're going to get pissed at you every single time. And if you keep doing it, it's your fault. Go.
That's the real issue here. The real issue is that Nintendo, I don't know if they still think it's 1984 or what, but it's like they're always lagging behind a decade or two. Like they're still figuring out how online gameplay works, and they really don't get social media, just new media as a whole. You know, people are not going to like print ads and television ads like they used to. The word gets out in different ways, and social media is a huge part of that. You know, even the traditional online media outlets don't have as much weight as social media. So it's like, you know, it doesn't matter who this particular, you know, YouTuber is. You could plug that person's name. That's why I didn't bother to get the specifics out of it. The point is, it's the principle of it, where they're getting free marketing, you know, and they're like, no. And it's the same kind of thing that happens
They
with.
want to control the message.
That's true.
Control. They don't want you showing. You know, they have no control over you. They don't want you showing their product in a bad light, or you know, maybe you suck at the game.
Well, they also don't want people making money off them. That's the whole thing. They don't make enough money. They're broke as fuck already. I know Fatal. Fatal's saying something next. But they're already broke as hell. They're losing the game on console, no matter what's going on with it. And we're not getting into the console wars, but still, we're not making money off it, neither are you.
Nintendo has been butthurt since Smash Melee. When Super Smash Bros. Melee came out and it became a competitive game, they said, we don't want it to be competitive. We want it to be like a fun party game like Mario Party. And people were like, why? We made it competitive. We think it's fun. We have tournaments. We made it a thing. And Nintendo's like, well, that wasn't our vision. And they tried to take it out of Evo. They've tried to take it out of fighting game competitions. Nintendo has a stick so far up their ass about how much control they have over their product. They don't want you to think about their game in a way other than the way they envisioned. And every time I think of Nintendo, I think of them like this. It's really hard to contemplate where their mind is, because it doesn't matter. They're like, oh, well, you know, don't make Kirby a competitive game. Next thing you know, there's going to be some speedrunner on Games Done Quick fucking 2016 doing Kirby, and Nintendo's going to be like, we'll give you a strike. We don't care if it's for cancer or not. Fuck them. They're literally just trying to take control of it all because they don't like how people are doing it.
Mm-hmm.
They can suck it. Live long and suck it.
More on the news?
Yeah, we'll move on, because this is... But, I mean, I know it's a sensitive subject for all of us. And another scary thing, too, just real quick, there's a lot of stuff about fair use, right? So the general rule of thumb is fair use when you're doing gameplay video is that you want to make sure you bring something to the table. So if you're just someone that's playing the game and you're silent, you're at the highest risk because you're bringing nothing to the table. And I can kind of see that logic. But at the same time, video games are interactive. Watching someone play is not the same as playing it itself. And if you're really that scared that someone's going to watch someone play and they won't play your game, then your game sucks to begin with. So try harder. That's what I feel on the subject. The other thing, too, is...
I just want to jump in here because you say that, and a lot of times I don't want to hear your commentary on the game. No, I just want to see what the game looks like, how it plays. I don't need your comments over it. Play the fucking game and shut up.
See, that's the thing, and like people like one or the other.
Because you are bringing something to the table, because I'm interested in checking out the game, not your wise ass comments. I'd rather hear the game audio than you. And is this a game I want to play? So if I went to and I picked up a Twitch stream, I just want to see the game. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. You are bringing something to the table. You're informing your audience by just playing the game.
That's true,
right.
But unfortunately, the publishers don't see it that way.
All right, I need to straighten something out for a minute. For everybody in chat that keeps telling me that they have like 60 up and 11 down, or 118 up and 10 down, no, you don't. You have 118 down and then 10 up. You have the higher number is download.
Yeah.
Trust. Just
yeah. The up is always the lower
there's
number.
There's no way you have 60 up and 11 down or whatever it was. No way. Not even possible.
Yeah, don't get us started on the ISP rant again.
Oh yeah, don't. Yeah, that's not good.
There goes 30 minutes.
Another.
No, we're gonna keep moving on. We're gonna keep moving forward.
Well, another thing I wanted to mention too for our fellow podcasters is that the record companies are now starting to crack down on use of music on podcasts. Targeting podcasts of all things, how asinine can it be? Like, it's one of the last few bastions of hope for free speech, which is what makes it special, right? There's nothing like it. Unless you happen to do video as well, then they're a little more restricted.
I would love to have somebody tell me that I can't say what the fuck I want on my podcast.
Well,
now, Twitch or YouTube or somebody that we might be affiliated with that spreads our stuff out, if they say, hey, Ilby, you say fuck too much, okay, then I'll slow down on it. But nobody has said nothing to me.
Well, it's not like we're on iHeartRadio or anything.
Fuck iHeartRadio.
They really don't like any kind of, like, offensive stuff.
And who said that? Albie, whoever said that to you is a fucking idiot. Just saying. Albie, he goes, there's companies say that you don't need higher than 1 download and 5 upload for anything. It's just a waste of data after that. They're idiots. These are people that sit behind a fucking computer at Charter or at Comcast and say, no, sir, we can't give you a better deal. Or, no, sir, there's nothing that I can do because I'm a fucking moron. And I make $10 an hour just to sit here and talk to you on the phone and waste your fucking time. Yeah. All right, rant's over.
Yeah, it's like it started.
If I wanted to get fucked by over the phone, I would have called the sex line, right?
No shit. I've said that to before. I've been like, okay, sir, then you go dial 1-800-SLUTS. Well, bitch, you just hung up on me and you just said that to me, so I'm going to get your supervisor next time I call. I remember your name and number because you told it to me at the beginning of your phone call. How dumb are you?
See, I know I just got done playing South Park because I'm sitting here in my head hearing Cartman going, are you going to buy me dinner? Because I'd like for someone to buy me dinner when they're going to fuck me.
Cartman is great.
Are you gonna buy me dinner? Are you gonna buy me dinner first? I will ask him to buy me dinner when they're gonna fuck me!
Precisely.
Oh, man. Well, just one last thing with that whole copyright stuff and intellectual property, blah, 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 blah. If you're going to include music, the 30-second or less rule still kind of applies. But if you really want to play it safe, get royalty-free music. Or make sure you include the rights, the information, licensing information in your descriptions of your podcasts and videos and all that stuff if you're going to include music. Because really the fact that they're starting to crack down on podcasts is scary.
And there are lots of channels, but one in particular. You guys want some royalty-free music, go ahead and check out technox.com. He has all the cool beats just for you. I don't know. Shameless plug.
Kevin from the Worst Radio System said, we finally got our iHeartRadio rejection back. Only took 3 months. Yeah, they're terrible about following up. But, see, iHeartRadio is for, like, all the people that failed at traditional radio and now they want to do quote-unquote podcasts. Get out of our space. This is for us hipsters and, like, you know, small business types. That you big names, you know. Get out of here, Adam Sessler and,
You know,
all you big names, yeah, Seth Rogen.
Out of there.
You know what's funny, though?
The what? What's that, Chip?
Let's get Will Wheaton out of it.
Will Wheaton is like on a thin area though. Like I actually like him because he actually, if you tweet him, he actually responds to you. You know what I mean? Like he actually still is humble enough. So I give him a break.
I interviewed Adam Sessler once.
He's a nice enough guy, I guess.
He
is a cool dude.
Yeah, he's a cool dude. I'm just joking, but it just bothers me when like A-listers are using like things meant for like smaller brands. You know what I mean? Oh yeah, go ahead, Obi. Go ahead, Obi.
There is something that I did for my. I was just gonna see if it was gonna work, but I sent in a something for my dad's show, and within a week they accepted him.
On iHeartRadio?
Yeah. That's
the perfect platform for him to syndicate on.
Yeah, he's not doing it. I'm not doing it. And fuck them. I can't stand them.
I mean, the thing for you to do is just you already have the feed and you just have it syndicate on there. Like you're not locked into an exclusive contract with them, right?
No. Because
a lot of people that are on iHeartRadio are also on TuneIn and iTunes and all that other stuff.
No. What we're gonna do is, and this is something just to maybe even get it out in a different space. I just gotta learn how to do it and how to get it up there every week. But I don't know. It's just something that I told him about it, and he's like, "Oh, that's awesome." And I was like, you don't know the bullshit that I gotta go through every week to put it on there, though."
Yeah, you send me the audio file, and then I do all the post-production stuff. Yeah, I know, it's hard. The struggle is real.
That sounds tasking. Have you ever tried to get a hold of you? That's a hard job. Let's give him
All
some
right, I'm gonna say it
get out of here.
I'm gonna
Shots
say it.
fired.
I'm gonna say it again, just for everybody's enjoyment. Fuck you both. In a handbag.
Yeah,
Those that are listening to the podcast right now, I'm flipping them both off and giving them dirty looks through my glasses. Bastards.
Hey, but BTW, is Morg still there?
Yep.
Hi,
I'm
Morg.
still here waiting on your slow asses. I'd like to talk about what I came here to talk about.
No, mainly I'm just laughing.
Well, Morg, the next part is going to excite you. We're going to talk about a game that's near and dear to our hearts. You ready?
It's gonna make you wet.
Oh Lord.
There's a major Hearthstone update that just came out.
Ah, crap. Sleep time.
Shut up.
Ugh.
Just listen to Ryan drone on about this for 20 minutes.
Hey! And I was listening to Ryan talk about it, and it got me all excited. I wanted to play the game, and I was like, wait, I got a show to prepare for. But you guys went into the Bloodborne talk longer than anything else.
Well, yeah, I mean, that's a game that all three of us were playing. And we said we're doing the round.
Yeah, the way you guys talked about Bloodborne definitely got me excited. And I'm not really a Sony guy, so that's saying something. But, yeah, Hearthstone, they did a lot of much-needed changes. One of the big things they did with the patch was Sylvanas no longer steals dead minions. There was a glitch where if it was a one-on-one trade and they tried to chump a minion to just kill Sylvanas, it would still take the dead minion, even though technically it was dead and they shouldn't be able to take it. So they fixed that problem, so now Sylvanas has much less value. And I think Sylvanas is one of the weaker legendaries. For people to play Warrior, the Warsong Commander's effect now works for minion summon units. That is, if you have a unit that you put out there that gets another unit out, the Warsong Commander's effect works on there as well. And what's going on in the chat? Because you guys are like cracking up over here. The shit-eating grins are too real. But the biggest thing with Hearthstone is that they just released the new single-player adventure, the follow-up to Crystal X Ramus, Black Rock Mountain. I wonder, like, I know someone at Blizzard is
You love Brokeback Mountain too much, buddy. I'm telling you right now. You and Brokeback Mountain, you need to go have a movie night.
No, you know they picked that name because then you people will get confused. Like Black Rock Mountain. You know they have a sense of humor over there. Blizzard, those guys, they know what they're doing.
BFT and chat, for those people that don't care about Hearthstone, MKX and GTA 5 on PC is coming out on the 14th.
Yeah, I had mixed feelings about this. I was really disappointed by how they handled GTA 5. Release last gen. It wasn't even buggy day one. It was buggy for like the first 2 months, and I really don't care about a single player. I was looking forward to having some trolley fun with my friends online, and it was almost unplayable online. So I almost like based on principle, I don't even feel like giving them money again. Fuck that game.
I'm gonna try it. I got 4 people now, or 3 people I know that definitely one might be getting.
It's a good game. That's the sad part.
I got 3 people now that are going to play with me on release date. So, if you guys did pre-order, and you pre-ordered it before the 1st of April, you got $1.2 million in game starting out.
By the way, speaking of pre-orders, anyone who pre-ordered Rainbow Six Siege, since we have to mention the game once at least, are automatically entered into the closed beta. They're given a guaranteed spot, which is phenomenal.
It's awesome.
And by the way, I know you said Sylvanas kind of left out in Hearthstone, and I figured out why. Sylvanas actually upgraded. She went to a better game, and now we have her in Hearthstone.
Heroes of the Storm.
No, Hearthstone. Hearthstone.
No, Heroes of the Storm.
I refuse.
Savannah sucks in Heroes, though. So.
No, she doesn't. You're just not good with her. She's a monster.
You can suck a dick too, motherfucker.
Hey, truth hurts.
Yeah, I was gonna mention that too. That she's on the Heroes of the Storm
She's
now
a
too.
beast.
We need to play that game. We need to play that game more
I only played
together.
it once. I only did a tryout.
Oh, dude. Trust me, when you're playing her in a real game, she stuns entire waves of minions, stuns turrets, can teleport in and out of situations, and silence from distance. She's friggin' phenomenal.
So we need to work on it where our 2 damage dealers is Sylvanas and Nova.
Not a damage dealer. She's a specialist.
Oh, I'm sorry.
She plays different. That's why, like, specialists, I've learned, are intended for Siege.
Usually, siege or crowd control, wave clear.
Yeah.
A majority of the specialists in Heroes of the Storm are a majority of them do siege damage to structures, which is really useful. If you could be aggressive,
right? Well, especially people like people that can't get up into the fight because they're squishy, such as Nazebo. Another squishy one that you wouldn't think is squishy, but Sergeant Hammer. Some bitch can sit away just outside of turret range and kill the turret all day long, but if he gets somebody on him, he's got to run.
Which is funny for a tank with armor on it.
I know, right?
That always boggles my mind.
Bitch on the field, but he can freaking siege out a turret in 30 seconds.
Is Sergeant Hammer a girl though?
Yeah.
He, she, what the fuck ever.
All right, duly noted. You're not setting up any strip clubs if there's ever a trip.
Chip's taking notes too, I know. I hear him over there, diligent.
I don't want to be... Wait. Fatal. Oh, never mind.
I'll be Dumbledore noticing too. Yes,
yes,
she.
The game of the night tonight for the after party will be Heroes of the Storm.
Yay! Well, I'm gonna try to wrap up the news and to try to avoid any more tangents. That's the operative word. But in tech, there's been a lot of talk about this Meerkat. At least a month ago, it was the big talk. The big social media / marketing expo, SXSW, went on, and they did a big announcement about Meerkat, a mobile streaming app, and it was all the big deal. And all these, a lot of these big media outlets and bloggers on the West Coast were saying, "Oh, it's the best thing since sliced bread." It's the next Snapchat, the next Instagram, the next, they're always trying to find these cool new apps that are gonna take over the world or whatever. The new platforms that are gonna take over the world, and they got $14 million in funding in one round or some insane crap like that, just based on hype. Like, they almost had nothing to show for what they were, all the promise they were, putting out there. Tom Green is actually using Meerkat, and he's loving it. But the moment Twitter announced that they have a competing product that they just acquired called Periscope, it was like, yeah, GG Meerkat. It was nice knowing you. Because, Periscope, Twitter backing it, that's a much bigger deal. Because Twitter is not going to go anywhere. Meerkat's kind of iffy. But if you're into that kind of stuff,
what's it do?
It's a stream for streaming, like Twitch, Ustream, all those kind of things. But the big deal is that it's supposed to be better for mobile devices, and eventually it will allow for streaming from mobile devices. That's kind of a big deal. But all it shows is that now, streaming has become the big thing. Everybody's finally caught on. It's hit the mainstream. Now it's it's the streaming I think makes sense. Live shows online. People are there's so many people I run into that now are acting like this is a brand new thing. So now that it hits the mainstream, every freaking startup, all these venture capitalists are trying to get behind it. So that's why you hear if you just look around and online enough, you look at press releases and stuff, everybody was jerking off Meerkat and Periscope and all this stuff. But it's one big hype machine.
Online, you saw a Meerkat getting jerked off? What?
Yeah, I saw a Meerkat getting jerked off, and it was the cutest thing ever. I don't know. What is a Meerkat? What sound does a Meerkat make? Who knows? Awkward silence. All right, moving on.
No.
I'm not touching that one.
Before Yves
That's what she said.
A song of it, I'm not screwing with it. I don't.
All right, so I don't know if you guys knew, but it's not really a big news bit, but PlayStation Home shut down for people that actually care, which is not many people. Did anybody actually use that? I don't know anybody actually used that, but it's kind of neat. It's like make your own virtual home. But why use that when you have a thing called Second Life? And Second Life has furries, so just saying.
Dim
And
score.
purple penises.
Exactly. And tentacle porn. Why not? For those down south, isn't that definite? Or for those down south, or for those that can make it down south, the Southern Fried Gaming Expo is coming in June 19th through the 21st. I may be able to get us passes to it.
Where is it?
It's gonna be in Atlanta, at the Marriott, I believe. Yeah. Now I don't know if we're gonna go, but if you're interested in going, tweet us. Leave us voicemail. We'll try to coordinate. If we get a large enough group going, we'll try to make it happen, and we'll try to do it group economics, collective economics, so we can make it affordable for everybody.
I'm just staying at Yogi's house.
Oh, be careful what you ask for.
I'm just kidding.
You'll lose your sanity quickly. What little's left.
I'm not even there, and it's already gone. So the fuck.
Exactly. See. But so yeah, SouthernFriedGamingExpo.com. Check it out. It looks interesting. It looks like a convention that's a lot more like a convention should be. Like a lot of these conventions are not really geeky events. They're more like marketing events where a bunch of suits try to like sell stuff to shareholders, and like they're treating the fans and even the press like shit unless you come from a big media outlet. And I refuse to support those kind of things anymore. But I've heard a lot of good things about Southern Fried Gaming Expo, so I think it might be our next stop. And maybe since it's a smaller thing, there won't be all these ridiculous lines, where it's like, I'm waiting 5 hours on this one line. Oh, there goes my day.
Have they announced what developers are going to be at this thing?
It's been mainly focused around like podcasters and like personalities from different gaming communities and whatnot. And they also have like arcade rooms and stuff, like coin-op machines and stuff, which is gonna be cool, like gaming rooms and tabletop and stuff they're gonna be doing. That's what's exciting to me. There's gonna be like fellow podcasters and different online personalities on there, YouTubers and streamers that it'll be a good networking event. So as far as game developers, I am not 100% sure. If you go there, it looked like there was definitely a lot of indie people, but I don't think that's really the main draw of it. It's kind of like a good event where it's like you can network with people and get more of like that access that you normally don't get. You know what I mean? What do you think about that, Chip?
Pretty happy with my network as it is, honestly.
Oh yeah, but I mean, imagine if we could just do like a big meetup. It'd be fun.
Well, meeting up with you, meeting up with Sean Freeman, meeting up with people from all games. I keep trying to talk Derek into doing something at E3 or a PAX where, let's have an all games party. Let's have a panel at PAX where we do a live broadcast with hosts from various shows, and we'll do a live event Friday night where we're all just kind of shooting the shit and putting on a show together. Whether or not we get a crowd, so be it. I mean, we've done it. We haven't gotten a conference room where we're at a table right outside the press room, and people come by and wonder what the hell we're doing. But if it was an actual event and you were able to get John Jacobson and Derek and a couple of other hosts from all the various shows to kind of like do a jam show, maybe we'd get some interest. I mean, All Games isn't a small network.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, we got a lot of pull with all the people that are teamed up over there. So I agree. I think PAX would be the better venue for that though, because to me E3 is a marketing event. It's not really a fun meetup kind of thing, to me at least.
Derek hates PAX.
I know, and it's all because of
Dude, why don't you ever come to?
It's funny too, because you would think he'd be more against E3, but I guess he doesn't like some of the douchebags at PAX. I mean, every organization has their douchebags. Derek's ours at all games.
Oh wow! Wow! Whoa! And that, I wonder what show they'll put on at 5:30 now on Thursdays.
I tell him that all the time. You know how many times he gives me a hard time? He's always. Have you listened to how he busts my chops?
Eric, if you're listening to Yogi right now and you're thinking about deleting us, man, you are a sexy bitch.
I love Derek. He knows that, but he's such a ball buster.
And Yogi talks mad shit about you all the time.
I told him he was my favorite troll, and
Yeah. He's everybody's favorite troll. That's a good title for him. But back to this Southern Fried Gaming thing. If you guys,
title.
What's that?
I'm gonna take the title.
You guys see the title from him? Mm-hmm. No, you're our favorite salty dog.
Oh no, troll status engaged.
No, you can't beat Derek. Derek, for example, Derek trolls John from VGO, the top show on the network, one of the top and oldest gaming talk shows out there, and gaming podcasts out there. He trolls him so hard, but he doesn't want the show to leave the network. But he like gives him shit all the time. It's like, that's a weird way to treat someone you really value. But that's Derek.
I think John needs it.
Yeah,
Somebody has to try and keep that big head of his.
that's true. Something you need to bring him back down to earth. So yeah, I can see that. If anybody can do that job, is Derek. The nice little loving, swift kick in the ass.
Keeps us all honest.
It's true. I'll give him that. But so back to the Southern Fried Gaming Expo. The cool thing about it is you can bring your own games. I just put the link in the chat, and if you bring enough games, you can get in there for free. So the big thing is going to be about gaming rooms and then having speakers. That's the main thing about it. I don't see anything on there about game developers. I see movie screenings. There's going to be speakers. There's going to be a pinball tournament, which I think is pretty cool. And it's happening in 77 days.
Pimpball. What?
Pinball.
I thought you said pimpball.
Pinball, sure, why not? Yeah, that will bring your your favorite furry hat with a feather through it. There you go. And zoot suit. All right, moving on. Chip, this will get you excited.
Okay.
The Arrow Flash spin-off that's confirmed for when?
Spring 2006.
Yesterday.
Yeah, this is funny because I know you have similar feelings, Chip, but Adam getting a spin-off show is like, eh.
Well, I told you, I suggested a title for the show on tonight's show.
What's that?
The DC Clusterfuck.
Do you have an alarm going off or something?
Yeah, it's an
Will you go
alarm
turn it
clock
off?
that just.
It sounds like a Tamagotchi.
I can't figure out how to shut the fucking alarm off on this thing.
Oh my god.
Every night at
Okay.
midnight it goes
You can-
off. I
yeah.
can't stop it.
Sorry.
The alarm's going off. Time to feed Chipzilla.
Yeah. Time to feed him.
The Tamagotchi's real.
Yeah.
But
You there, Chip?
I'm so confused by this
I
thing.
just muted so you didn't hear it. There, it's gone.
I swear it sounded just like a Tamagotchi. It's crazy.
Yeah, it's some old. I think it's my grandmother's alarm clock. I've hit every fucking setting on it trying to shut the alarm off, and it always goes off at midnight no matter what I do. But yeah,
What kind of hours was Grandma keeping?
Yeah. I titled the new DC show DC Clusterfuck. Because that's what it sounds like.
It's confusing too because they're bringing back Black Canary, but not the Black Canary Laurel,
Dead
the
Black Canary.
Sarah, the dead Black Canary Sarah, which is the better Black Canary anyway. But like, what?
Guy, I love her powers. can tap into vibrations all over the world. It's amazing. Sorry.
What the?
That's Quake. That's Sky.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. She can tap into every
You
vibration.
talk about Agents of Shield.
Yeah, we're talking Black Canary.
So?
You're talking about Marvel. Man, you just made DC fans shudder. Like you compare Marvel to DC?
That's true. That doesn't deserve to happen. Marvel's way better.
But yeah, it's Dead Black Canary, half of Firestorm, the Atom, and they announced Hawk Girl this week.
Very interesting. What I thought that was even more interesting though is that Arthur Darvill, I think his name is, who to us Whovians is Rory. You know, the Ponds, Amy Pond and Rory Pond. You know, come on.
Oh yeah, dumb Rory, not dumb Mickey, but
Dumb Rory.
pretty close. He's not dumb Mickey, but he's pretty damn close. No, the
Mickey was
the
pretty
Centurion,
stupid,
The Centurion, yeah.
the Centurion, the immortal Centurion.
Yep.
though. Stayed with his
He's-
wife for 2,000 years. Yeah.
Yep. The man that waited.
Who is this guy going to be playing on the Clusterfuck?
A character named Rip Hunter, which I have no
Oh, okay.
fucking idea.
All right, cool.
You know,
Rip Hunter, Time Master. Everybody was hoping that they said there might be some type of time travel in this show, and everybody was hoping it was going to be gold. But I had heard it could be Rip Hunter, and that makes sense.
so Rip Hunter's a time traveler.
Time
Huh.
Master.
That works because he's coming from Doctor Who about time travel. I see why they went there.
Time travel. Quickly, get someone who was on Doctor Who. We can only get Rory. Good enough. Bring him on.
Aw, stop it. Aw, poor Rory.
Hey, can
Hey.
we get that pawn chick? No, we can get her as her husband. Damn, he'll do.
I think we should move on from the news. Cause I mean, the last bit of news I actually just heard from the B team. Chip made me aware of this. That game streaming service is shut down. Tell us a little bit about that, Chip.
Yeah, as of April 30th, On Live will become On Dead.
That's the second time I heard that pun and I still laughed.
Everything you've spent there is gone. Your achievements, your games, your credit card, all of it will be deleted. You will be left with a doorstop. That's too small to actually. But
So GameTap failed, OnLive failed. Do you think people have gotten the hint yet?
Sony's trying a streaming service with their PlayStation Now.
PlayStation
Like-
not now.
Yeah. More like PlayStation yesterday.
Be careful,
All
Yogi.
PS3 games.
Be careful, Yogi.
The streaming model just doesn't work. Apparently, we're not there yet. The infrastructure has to catch up to that. That's why we can't have 100% digital distribution. We're nowhere near that time, and thank God, because there's something to be said for physical stuff. And GameFly is getting more aggressive with their promotions. You know, so if you want that kind of thing on Redbox, you got that. It's not instant gratification, but it's close enough. You know.
They'll do.
Plus, you know, if you're like my sad ass who has to pay for data usage, data overages, stupid. You really be mindful about all the stuff you stream and download. Like, damn, the clock is ticking. Like, I just keep hearing cha-ching, cha-ching, cha-ching. Like, there goes the bank account. Thanks, kids.
That would drive me crazy. Between all the stuff, like all the music I download and putting up a podcast or
Dude.
uploading a podcast to the cloud.
Yep. The podcast is the least bandwidth intensive thing, believe it or not. Cause the compression I use, I get a 2-hour podcast show down to like 60 megabytes. That's a drop in the bucket. But it's like when the kids are like doing silly things like playing on the Xbox, streaming a Netflix movie at high def, and then like leaving Skype up video chat, and they're just picking their belly buttons. Like, why are you chatting with your friend on Skype and just picking your belly buttons? Like, oh, we're just hanging out. Like, wow, this is a sad reality we live
I
in.
was showing him my innie, Dad.
We're just hanging out, you know? Like, well, don't hang out on the bandwidth. Just go outside and play. Run into the street.
So then he goes, so then he comes to me, hey, I made a channel for my kid, right? And I was like, okay. I went in there and talked to him one day. He is the politest person I've ever talked to on TeamSpeak. I was like, hey, what's up? Where's your dad? Oh, hi, Obi-Wan. How are you? Like, who the fuck are you, dude? Like, I'm expecting him to be like, what's up, man? I'll go get him. I was all talking to him hard and shit. I was like, what's up, man? How you doing, bro? He's like, I'm doing good.
What's the rule? That's the rule with kids. They're assholes to their parents, but to everyone else, they're great. Like, if you're a stranger, they're wonderful. That's what they do. Like, man, your children are so wonderful. They're dolls. Like, are you talking about the same children?
And then you snap at him and go, no, that's demon spawn. Yeah.
See, Morgan will what's up. She's like, absolutely.
Yep.
She snapped to it quick. She's like, hell yeah, badass kids.
Yeah, because I told her kids are adorable and they're sweet, and because they're actually supporting her on her channel, giving her some extra commentary and entertaining and dancing in the back. I'm like, man, I wish my family got involved when I'm streaming and doing videos like that.
Obi is taking shots. Big shots.
Yeah, it was pretty funny last night with Yogi saying that my kids are awesome. I was like, yeah, well, you know, made a comment about my daughter. I said, she's evil. And she's shaking her head yes, because it's true. She's evil.
Wow.
Yeah, she was showing me pictures that she, like, some drawings, some artwork that she did. I'm like, oh, that's really good. And she was being all friendly. And I'm like, that's nice. I wish, you know, I miss when the kids used to, like, share stuff like that with us. Like, be all excited about it. Look, I made a booger, and I put it on a piece of paper. Like, that is awesome. Thanks for sharing.
It's time for Geeks Engaged. Anyway, guys, this is the show about you, our fellow geeks. Join the conversation live. Here's our TeamSpeak info. Yogi's going to put that in the chat for you. Please use headphones. We're getting old, and we don't need a lot of squeakers on. Not just kidding. We're getting old, and we don't need a lot of, background mom.
Why are you going to bed yet? It's too late.
We don't need all that shit, But do we have any voicemails, sir?
We do.
Yog.
But first, Chip, you good on time? You want to hang out for a little bit?
I'll hang on a little longer. What time is it?
It's
Yeah, a little bit.
yeah, it's like almost 10 after midnight for us East Coasters. Yeah,
I
but
started a new job this week.
yeah, I heard about the congrats. Now you can talk about your work with the CIA.
Yeah. That's still I'm still under NDAs for that.
Those darn NDAs, they'll all get you. All right,
Threats of treason and things like that.
For you guys that are on TeamSpeak, sorry if you don't hear the voicemail because it's on Skype.
yes, that's right. It'll be awkward for you. I'm not piping it through TeamSpeak, so you have to listen to the recording afterwards.
Hey guys, BFT 9000 here. I'm sorry to hear Bloodborne's not quite your thing. Maybe you guys need a game a little less toned down. But we still got Mortal Kombat X coming out April 16th. If you weren't paying attention, you got Jason Voorhees, Predator, Tanya from Mortal Kombat 4, and Tremor, who was in spin-off Mortal Kombat game, I think Special Ops. But we got that game coming out, guys. Hopefully that's more up to you guys' speed. And I hope to play against you guys with that. Have a good night. See you in the chat.
Hey, this is a voicemail I'm leaving for HorsePLAY Live, hopefully to remind Obi to not forget to add the underscore when you mentions Janelle 05.
Oh, I see how it is. You're going to send your boy Andy Love to voicemail. All right, that's cool. Well, listen, I just wanted to talk to you guys real quick. Just give me a call back when you can. I'm just, right now, I'm a little pissed. I have gastritis. My stomach is kind of bubbling right now. I'm trying to fart. I can't currently. But I mean, I'm just pissed off. I wanted to see what you guys were thinking about this new Ghostbusters situation and Hollywood in general. I just spent some time in California, hung out with some actors, actresses, and I have to say they are the worst piece of shit on earth. I'm tired of it. I'm sick and tired of it. You take Annie and you make her black, which is not a race thing for me, but it's a PC thing. Why? Just leave it. You can make a new story if you want to do a black thing, or if you want to do a woman thing, gender, race, who cares? Do your own thing. There's no reason why you need to take my Ghostbusters and remove their penises. There's no reason for that, okay? There's no reason to dumb down the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles and to just put explosions. It's absurd. It pisses me off. And quite honestly, it's a slap to my face, and it's an insult. It's an insult to my intelligence. And I would hope that it's an insult to both of your intelligence. I want to know your thoughts. Call me back. Toodaloo, boys.
And there you have it. Some quality voicemail messages there.
Damn! Andy was going off. That's all I got to say.
Yeah, we got into those discussions like 3 episodes back or so. Remember?
Wow.
Yeah.
Going off. Holy shit.
So first of
So
all,
legit. I stand with that. Fuck Michael Bay. Anyway. Just saying. Hashtag Andy was right.
well, in order of the voicemail messages received, first of all, we had nothing against Bloodborne personally. At least I don't. But we did share that one review where the person was complaining about how it's a piece of shit because it's frustratingly hard and to the point of no longer being fun. Which was the one of the few people that actually had bad things to say about it. And most people were really excited about the game.
When they make it,
You know,
go ahead, Chip.
Well, I was listening to your episode today where you brought up that review. And as somebody who's actually played it, and I don't know how long you listened tonight, Yogi, but I've played probably 12 hours, and I'm still in the first section. Because this game just your ass mercilessly. But the thing is, I keep going back. I think my comment was, the last time I paid $60 to get abused by like this, she had a cat of 9 tails and fishnets.
Nice.
So, and I kept going back then too. But it's the game is unapologetically hard. It is, as my co-host said, obtuse, and I think that's the perfect word for this game. It really just says, here's your axe, here's your gun, figure it out.
Yeah.
And it's and part of a feeling of accomplishment is actually figuring it out. You have no idea what 90% of the things you get are. Okay, it's called a Molotov cocktail. I think I know what that does. But, I keep getting these shiny coins. What the fuck are these shiny coins for?
Yeah.
It'll give you something. It will give you, they were telling me tonight that one of the things I have is actually a transporter. Read the description. It says, allows you to live again and keep all your souls. Doesn't sound like a transporter to me. I was saving it because I figured I would need it later in the game. It's a beautiful game with solid gameplay. We did touch on a few minor things today. One being, you have to go into this game eyes open. Otherwise, yeah, you're in for one hell of a nightmare.
Yeah, I mean, to me, this is one of the few games that would actually make me even consider getting a PS4. And I do have a lot of friends that have gone the PS4's, route, mainly because they when Microsoft had the verbal diarrhea. They're like, "Oh, screw Microsoft. We're gonna go to Sony," as if Sony are full of saints over there. But this game definitely attracts me. Because it's the antithesis of what we see a lot of today, where games hold your hand so much to the point of insulting your intelligence. Like, all right, press A to jump and then hold B to run, as if we haven't gotten used to those kind of basic mechanics. Like, thanks, I played that game back in like the early '80s, guy.
But
it's silly.
Defending that review you read.
Mm-hmm.
At us older gamers, or those of us with jobs, families, other obligations, if you have very limited gaming time,
yep,
this is not the game for you. That's what it comes down to. Shitting all over it is because you can't play it. It is wrong. It's like, okay, don't buy the game. Go buy the fucking order. You can finish that in 6 hours, and it will walk you through on a choke chain leash, and you'll have a lot of fun. I actually enjoyed the order, but I mean, if you want a linear experience where you can finish the game a weekend, go get that. This is not that game. This is something for people that who want to invest a lot of time and get that sense of accomplishment from just even beating the first boss. Like I said, I made it 12 hours in. I have yet to beat the first boss. It took me 6 hours to get to open a goddamn gate.
Good lord.
Yeah, well, I suck. That's part of it. But but at the same time, when I opened that gate, it was like, hell yeah. And it's all baby steps. Maybe every time you enter a new area, or even just go down a set of steps that you haven't gone before, you may get destroyed as soon as you come around that corner. But at least next time, okay, that's what's there, and prepare for it. And that's what the whole game is.
Yep.
A very incremental progress, and learning from your mistakes and trying to do better next time. It hasn't helped me with the bosses yet. I played way too late last night because every time I went and fought the boss, maybe the first few times I barely got a hit in. By the time I went to bed, I was getting him down to 40-50%. So it's like, all right, I'm almost there. Let's just try this again. Most of the time it didn't work, but I felt like I was actually making progress.
Now, see, that's a very important thing. Like, at least you have a health bar. You ever played a game where you have no kind of real feedback system, so you never know how much is left in a boss battle or how much progress you're really making? Those are the worst kind. Because you have no sense of like progression, and that can be daunting.
Yeah, that's not even fun, because it's like, am I 1 hit away or 100 hits away?
That was an old NES problem, because it was like, I landed 72 hits. Oh, hey, he's blinking. I wonder how many more it could possibly take. Here come another 72. He's blinking faster. Here comes another 72. He's laughing at me.
Even during
screw you, Double Dragon.
Dude,
screw you.
Dude, even during 16-bit era, that was still a problem. If you watch my Secret of Mana gameplay video, like the last hour of it or so was one boss battle, and I'm just sitting here chatting with people because I'm like, oh my gosh, will this ever end? It was like rinse, repeat. I'm like, all right, I gotta heal myself. Chip, don't get us started on an MMO rant. You don't want that.
Destiny isn't an MMO.
You got that right.
It's an MMO light. It's basically the same kind of thing where it's like a grind fest and like it's all rinse repeat gameplay. And think about it. You have a hub area where you see all the players dancing and grinding up on each other or whatever they do for fun.
It used to be called PlayStation Home.
What? Now we know why that went away, huh?
Yeah. Now they have the Destiny hubs.
Oh my gosh. But anyway, so that's Bloodborne. And so I wanted to clarify that. We have nothing against the game, but we can see why people would knock it because, you know, when you're paying, you know, $60 to $70, you know, for a game, depending where you are and the tax situation, you know, your time is limited. You want a game that feels rewarding and there's a good use of what little time you have. So we see both sides. But Andy, as far as your IBS or your hemorrhoids or whatever is going on, I don't know what to say about that. But yeah, this PC crap where it's like, let's pander to all these like subgroups so everybody's happy. It's like, let's make the feminists happy. Let's make the social justice warriors happy. It's so inauthentic. It's to everyone, really. And I agree. Like, we probably shouldn't go off to that rant, but if you're going to completely change the original vision of something, give it a title that will reflect that new vision. You can still, you know, ride the lapels of the old thing, but make sure it's clear that it's a new thing rather than making it a reboot, a re-envisioning, and ruin the original thing. I have a problem with that. But anyway, Obi. How you doing, Obi?
Doing great.
You want to tell everybody how they can connect with us if they can't join us live?
Hell no. What do I care for? If you can't join us live, guys, we want you to keep us in touch. Keep in touch with us. You guys keep the conversation going by sending us some tweets anytime you want. If you tweet me and it's too late, I will just wait till the morning. Just kidding. You guys can check us out at Obi1X2, at YogiZilla, at Fatal Blades, at Captain Chaos. Look how it's spelled. You guys want to tweet them out too? You guys can. Morgana, you have a Twitter too?
I do.
At Morgana Freya, yeah?
Yep.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. But you guys can check us out. If you get the best way to experience all our shenanigans, of course, it's right here at our live chat hub on channels Geeky Antics on Twitch. You guys can also join the gang via our official HQ at geekyantics.net. You guys can comment, share, join us live on forums and see because we just love to see what awesome geeks think. All the time.
Word.
For sure.
So, shall we do our man crushes and geek girls real quick?
Yeah, you got that part though.
I got it?
Yeah, it says Yogi.
Oh! Yeah, it's gonna move out. Okay, yes. Don't forget, leave voicemail messages like the ones you just heard. Good stuff. 206-415-4987. Well, I'm trying to hurry it up because Chip has to leave soon. I wanted to get involved in everything.
Mm-hmm.
Again, 206-415-4987. Because then, you know, you leave us voicemail messages and then we go off on crazy rants about it. Very good messages there. Alternatively, if you don't like the sound of your voice or you don't have a phone or whatever, I don't know, whatever your situation might be, I ain't judging. But you leave us email, that's still a thing. mail@geekyantics.net.
I'm judging.
But let's share our man crushes and geek girls real quick. This is where we share our favorite man crushes and geek girls of the week. There might be writers, there might be game developers, there might be podcasters, you know, all kinds of geeks.
For sure. I do have a couple. I do want to give big shout outs to, of course, Pseudogen Gaming. It's a team on Counter-Strike CSGO that I've been playing with. So big shout outs to them. And I want to give one more shout outs to Cutable TV. It's a YouTube channel of some buddies of mine that they just asked for a shout out. So whatnot, better geek of the week. But then you guys can go check them out. I'll put it in chat for you guys so you can go. Yogi, who's your geek of the week, buddy?
Mine is an old friend of ours. We just reconnected.
Who? And
it's so exciting because she might be moving to my neck of the woods, so I have another friend in the area. Her her BF might be moving out here to Georgia, so it'd be cool.
Renee, run.
Renee Bones, aka
Run.
Princess Kitty, our
Renee,
old
run now.
podcasting friend and fellow, gangster, Geeky Antics crew member, Renee _Bones, and she's gonna be streaming more soon. So really excited to have her back. She's part of like our little Splinter Cell we had going on. We just reactivated her. Is that the proper use? I think so. I don't know. I need to read more Tom Clancy stuff, right?
Just reactive. I'm gonna leave that alone.
Oh my gosh, Obi. She's like our little sister. Be nice.
I didn't say anything.
Be nice.
You don't even know what I was gonna say either, you fucking pervert.
This is why we can't have nice things.
I wasn't gonna say nothing about that, you pervert.
Okay. Then my mind
Yes.
my mind was in the gutter then.
You need to go. Yeah, do something.
I just got the image of him like crawling behind the door, getting to one of the old spring stoppers, and going, "Bang! I've done it."
Oh my god. What?
Anyway, guys, let's get into it. We do because we want to get it. We want Chip to. Wow.
Chip to leave.
Chip to leave? No, I didn't say that. Are we doing this right here?
Yeah. We're gonna do that quickie.
Okay.
Oh.
Quickie.
God.
So creepy.
Best April Fool's prank.
Oh my lord.
April Fool's Day. Anybody? Did anybody do any April Fool's Day pranks? I did, but I could probably go to jail if I said it, so I'm not going to.
I just messed with my kids.
I messed with my wife.
Oh boy.
Oh, you're going down.
It wasn't good. I'm gonna get in trouble. Yeah.
I put mushrooms in the dinner that I cooked. My wife's allergic to mushrooms. No, don't make those those are bad jokes to do. Don't do that.
I didn't do that.
That escalated too quickly.
Wow, I only put peanut butter around her sandals when they go between,
Oh my god, that's
They
terrible.
when they go between her toes. Because with Fifi, as long as there's not snow on the ground, she's got sandals on. So I know she's gonna put them on eventually. She's got like 20 pairs, and I did like 3. So if you guys don't see me after tonight, you might want to call the cops because I might be dead.
She's gonna kill you.
I know.
Don't mess with a woman's shoes. Well,
Especially my wife's
not mine,
sandals.
but
My wife's sandals, she's got like, I swear, no lie. She'll go every summer and she'll buy like 5 pairs just because they're different colors. Just get a black pair and you're done.
Go black match with everything. Why not?
that's the way I am.
Well, she's got to have white, green, pink, purple, and black. And
Lord.
maybe
Hell no.
even a red pair. Well, these purple ones don't go with my red tank top. Oh my god. Sure.
Yeah.
I know there were a few really good April Fool jokes that were played by companies that made me kind of laugh. When Rockstar made an announcement on April 1st that they were delaying Grand Theft Auto again as an
Ooh.
April Fool's joke.
That made me mad.
Oh,
That
man.
made me mad, dude.
Everyone believed it. Then they're like, "Oh wait, it's April 1st."
Look at the forums.
You Rockstar, you
Look at-
sons of bitches.
Look at the forums. There's a guy on there named Salty Dog. Guess who that is?
Jeez, I wonder.
I wonder.
I was one of the first ones. Are you serious? You guys are pushing this back again? And yeah, like an hour later, it's like, April Fools, guys. Oh, sorry about everything I said. I'm really sorry.
Yeah.
Rockstar, I love you. Please don't take my game away.
You're like, P.S. I really want to do that to your mother with or without lubrication.
You just ordered it today. You should have done it 2 days ago, BFT. Or last week sometime. If you'd have done it before
man.
the 31st, you got $1.2 million in gold in game currency right away.
Yeah, but that's what the hookers are for. So
if you're with me, Jesus, if you're with me, we're gonna be doing heist right away. So after you go through the initial stuff. Next.
Yeah, no, we were still sharing favorite April Fool's pranks. Do you have any, Chip, before you have to go?
No, no, I didn't pull any. I saw that Honda did a commercial for the selfie car.
I think I saw that.
And it had like 20 cameras in it, so you could take as many selfies from all different angles.
I did see that, yeah.
Your car. I thought that was cute.
I fell for that, actually. I was like, wow, is this really a thing? Because it actually almost...
that's coming, right?
It is coming.
Eventually,
me too.
Come.
Eventually, it will come.
Oh, God.
That's
if we get a selfie.
If you just play with it long enough, eventually it'll come. There you go. Okay.
All jokes aside, I saw a smartphone that actually is really smart. It's made by a no-name company. It's called iKnew. It's like, yeah, exactly. It's ironic. It's actually a smartphone, but they have a simple little feature that makes so much sense. On the back of the phone, it has a hotspot where you can just tap it and it automatically takes a picture, which is a big thing because a lot of times the phones don't have that quick button. So in order to take a picture, what do you have to do on your smartphone? Switch to the camera mode, mess with shit, and then hit the shutter button, right? Well, with one touch, automatically takes a picture. And I'm like, yep, this is the future of selfies.
That's called a selfie cam. By the way.
What you're talking about?
One touch selfie cam. It's on cell phones.
Yeah.
Realize how many accidental pictures there are going to be with that quick little button.
That's true too.
It's big. It's big. Like as in. Yeah, no, she didn't. She was looking at you. It's big. It's about this size, and it's actually on the phone, and you actually have to it's like a click, but it's this big of a button. So I mean, yes, there will be a lot, but if you're just like bumping into your phone, anyway.
So instead of butt dialing, you'll be doing butt selfies.
Yes.
Yes.
That's part of the fun. But well, anyway, back to the jokes. There were a few good ones. I saw this simple little clever device that someone did where you just take an air horn, duct tape it to the wall right behind where a doorknob will hit the wall usually. Like we usually put those kick plates for doorknobs so they don't like bust into your wall. You ever have that kind of situation to put a kick plate down to kind of pad it? So you put the air horn there with some duct tape, and then when someone opens the door, especially if they're like the kind of people that just do the Kramer, which I hate when people do that, like open the door slowly, no need to barge into a room. That drives me nuts. That's one of my pet peeves. I know I'm weird, but you put the air horn there, like it's great. And I'm like so simple and it's so effective, and no one gets hurt in the process, so that's good too. But a friend of mine who owns a small business, a pretty successful marketing agency. She joked, and I totally bought it. She's like, I'm selling my agency. I'm going to go back into the corporate world. And I'm like, really? Why would you make that choice voluntarily? I'm like, oh, right, April Fools, damn you. And then the best one was from Matt Bradford from Zombie Cast and Video Game Outsiders, our good buddy over there. He had this thing, a link, where he was like, look, I'm tired of telling you this, but the late night calling, the texting, the messaging on Facebook, I'm married. Please stop. And if you know this person, please tell them to stop. And they put a link to the Facebook profile, and when you click on it, it goes to your profile. Like, wait a minute, I'm not doing that.
It's like, okay, this is some type of hacker scam, and they just got all my personal information.
Oh man, imagine that'd be terrible.
That's like, oh.
You can't trust links anymore, even from friends. It sucks. But no, it was completely safe. But still, yeah, it's like that's the other part that sucks. It's like, hey, click on this link. Like I hate when friends like link to something and they won't tell me what it is. Like, can you give me some context? Like, no, just go there.
Giant penis.
Yeah. You know, oh my god, yep.
Text on it, be like, "Do you like it, baby?" Like he sent it to a chick, but that's what you got.
Like, dude, I'm at church. What's wrong with you?
I got a buddy that owns a tow truck company, and my golfing partner has a BMW. And,
Oh my god.
You want to know what I did today, right? Yesterday.
Did you really?
Not only is my wife gonna kill me, but his car is an impound because he doesn't even know he's out of town right now.
Wait, does he have to pay to get out of impound?
No.
Oh, okay.
It's our friend we went to high school with, so he's just kind of holding it for him.
In New York City, if your car gets towed
in a different county.
Oh my god, it's bad.
as in Detroit.
Oh my lord.
This guy's like, I was like, I have a great idea. He's like, what up? I was like, it might cost you a little bit of money in gas. You up for it? He goes, yeah. Come over here to Grand Rapids and pick up this guy's car. He goes, so I said, Rich's. He goes, oh, definitely, I'm there. So he spent like $400 in gas, gonna bring, the car there and then bring it back. Because he's gonna have his secretary, which our friend doesn't know, call him tomorrow. Or they called him yesterday and says, sir, your car's an impound. He's like, whatever, blah, blah, blah. So the guy called me and said, dude, go check on my car. It's at the house. I called him back. I was like, dude, your car is not there. I thought you had it. He goes, oh my God, it was really impounded. I'm like, what are you talking about? So he flew home. Or he's flying home this evening to get it. He's already texted me 4 times. I'm leaving the airport right now. Are you going to pick me up at the airport? Yeah. So he just called and texted me again and said, hey, dude, I need picked up at the airport. I said, dude, I'm doing a talk show. I can't come get you right now.
Guess you're walking.
Yeah. But we're trying to, he already called. He got a I don't know, one of his other buddies brought him over there, and it was so funny because he got walked in the shop and saw this lady. He's like, lady, I don't know who the you think you are, sir, but you ain't gonna come up in here screaming at me. Ma'am, I'm not. And this guy, he doesn't talk. Like there is no bass in his voice, okay? Like he doesn't scream at people. He just talks to them. Ma'am, I'm not screaming at you. Sir, if you're going to keep yelling I was like, wow, dude. And they recorded the whole thing, so I'm laughing my ass off through the whole thing. It's great. So our buddy finally walks out and he goes, you son of a bitch. Who did this? And he goes, you don't want to know. Obi did this shit, didn't he? Called me out right on tape. I'm like, oh, damn. So again, if I'm not around after tomorrow, either my wife killed me or my best friend killed me. One or the other. I'm gonna get in trouble for these ones. Anyway.
You're gonna die.
I am. Next.
Well, anyone else have any more April Fool's pranks they want to share real quick?
No, but Yogi, I think I gotta go, man.
All right, bro. Well, plug your stuff real quick before you leave, man. Plug your stuff before you leave.
Okay. Yeah. All right. You can find me every Thursday night on the B Team podcast. We are live on allgames.com. Go check out all our stuff over at the B. Thanks for having me, Yogi. I'll see you guys soon.
All right, bro. Don't be a stranger, and good luck on the new job, man.
Thanks, man.
All right, brother.
Bye.
Yeah, he cut off there. Did you guys hear that too? The B Team podcast. We want to go. If you look it up, you'll see their iTunes and their website and all that good stuff. And they're part of our allgames.com extended family. Family. Wow. The family. We actually have been going quite long. What we got, like 20 minutes left or so? Yeah. So we're going to skip the shoutouts and love. Suffice to say that we didn't make the allgames.com charts last week for live listens. But episode 66 did make number 3 on the top episodes chart for like 2 or 3 days in a row. And that was the episode where we talked about leprechauns and whatnot. It was the St. Patty's Day, the Shamrock edition. But a quick message from our sponsors. I want to particularly thank ShinyPrince.com and Rafflecopter for supporting us in our endeavors. And also the B Team podcast. They've hooked us up with the codes for games. Lots of awesome people. If you want to check them out, go to geekyantics.net/sponsors. You click on banners, and they help support our network and keep our sponsors happy at the same time. So everybody wins, and then you might score some free stuff or some good deals. But I don't know. Are we gonna have time to talk about PvP? Go deep on it. You guys up for it?
We better, because I don't want to die from a third person.
You don't want to what?
I don't want a third person gunning for me.
Who's going to be gunning for you?
You.
I will not.
Be the second week in a row. You all right, Yogi? You
So
guys
I
talk
just get
too
to come
long.
back next week.
Kill
On the
Obi!
bright side, if there's 2 or 3 more people who eventually aim for Obi, we can turn this into a game of Clue afterwards.
We could.
It's gonna be like,
ooh,
it was his best friend.
My
in
wife's
the
gonna be
golf
like,
club.
y'all motherfuckers ain't killing him. I'm gonna kill him. Putting fucking peanut butter between my toes. She's gonna go. I hope she wasn't watching the show, because she's gonna go check every one of her sandals now. Great.
Can we get Tim? Can we get Tim Curry if we do Clue?
That would be awesome. But wait, would it be 3 + 2 + 2 + 1, or 3 + 1 + 1 + 2 + 1?
That one. Guys, while we're getting ready to, everybody start typing in chat what you want to. You need to be active in chat. We're going to give a beta key for Heroes of the Storm away here in a few minutes.
Woohoo! Well, we should probably do it after we finish up the show.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. We're going to do it because I want somebody to be able to download the game if they want to play with us tonight.
True. Pizza Boy 521, what's going on? We got a bunch of people here, a bunch of stuff here in the chat. There we go. Ramen, the meal of champions. All right. So real quick, before we get into our brief feature discussion, deals for cheap bastards. We haven't done this in a while, but I wanted to share some really important deals. Obi, what? That's for that?
No.
Okay. Well, last week we talked about the Humble Bundle Roguelikes 2 bundle. And that's behind us. But now there's 2 great bundles over at humblebundle.com. The Humble Indie Bundle 14, which if for no other reason you want it for Outlast and La Mulana, I would say. But that's a really solid bundle. And you can snag everything for like $8 or whatever, I think. $7 or $8. And then if that wasn't enough, they also have the Humble Bundle R collection, which is like really hard games that will make you rage or whatever. So this includes Wings of V if you pay around $8 or more. And these games are perfect if you enjoy fail saucing or nerd raging, especially if you stream, like me. That's basically my trademark, is just failing really hard and getting frustrated. Sometimes I throw chairs.
Hardcore casual.
Sometimes I throw
I
chairs.
hate raging on stream.
I love it.
You do it so well. You're scary, Obi.
Obi's raging is different. His is like scary, like he becomes evil and irritable. Mine is like I just do weird stuff, like I start dancing or singing stupid songs, or I throw chairs. But Morg, watch. No, you become irritable, not irritating.
Exactly, irritable.
Yeah, it's very different. But yeah, Morg, check out my YouTube video for Secret Amount, the last video. I do a celebratory throwing of the chair.
That's pretty bad. Now, see, I don't scream and I don't throw things. My bad language comes out really bad. You missed it last night because you went BRB while I was doing that stupid Hearthstone thing, and oh my god, I was so pissed.
You were on a winning streak when I was watching you, and then I walk away for like.
And I was a huge loser, and wow, did the bad language come out? My daughter was like, "Really, Mom?"
Fucking loser.
Oh my.
hell.
We gotta play some Hearthstone together.
Don't
You
do it.
kick my ass.
Don't do it.
No, I can spectate her and then I coach her through it, and we could do that. And now they have the spectating
Okay.
thing. Oh my gosh, yeah, it could be
Go
fun.
stick with Skyrim.
Aw, fine. I guess I just have to bother Obi's wife for my Hearthstone buddy system. So no one else cares. And Janelle's too flaky. Janelle's like, yeah, let's play some Hearthstone. And she's like, ooh, a squirrel. And she runs away like, darn you!
Nice.
JK, Janelle, we love you. But on EA Origin, on the house, they have Syndicate, which hopefully, if all goes well, I'll be streaming for Retro Friday when we come back, hopefully tomorrow, April 3rd, or later today, technically. And Syndicate, if you don't know, it's a weird mixture of action RPG, RTS type thing. Yeah, it's interesting. It's a tactics game in real time. It's really cool. Just say go to EA Origin. If you just go to origin.com and you look up On the House, you could download the EA Origin client and then check out the free games category and just download it. And and even if you lose that file, it's part of your account and you can always re-download it through EA Origin. So it's a sweet deal. And EA is not gonna go anywhere on live. So guys, shall we talk a little bit about PvP games? Continue last week's conversation with the little time we have left.
Oh yeah, I've been waiting for this.
Me too. But now we're gonna talk about other boring shit.
Well, I try to go through it, damn it. But anyway, so last week we were talking about to PvP or not to PvP, and basically the premise here is, we've noticed a lot of our friends or fellow gamers have mixed feelings about PvP games and just games in general that are multiplayer focused. It's interesting. We're trying to get to the heart of what it is. Is it something against this particular genre, like MOBAs or FPS games? Is it the community? Is it just they don't like the competitive scene? Are they just too casual?
I'll start this freaking this joke.
Okay.
For people, now it just depends on what game you're getting. I mean, I understand. Like, I started playing WoW, and I played WoW for a long time. People know that. I was in the big PvE. I mean, I was a part of a guild master of some world firsts in vanilla. Just awesome. The PvP wasn't appealing to me. I had so much other stuff I was doing. But now, since the gaming, and you guys can say yes or no on this when you guys respond, the gaming community as a whole has been sliding, my opinion, has been sliding towards the PvP aspect of it because of so many games that are coming out right now that have that multiplayer aspect where you have to play against other people. Like HOTS, okay? It's already pro. It has all this other stuff. You can play against bots. You could never play against a real person if you want to and level all your guys up to max level. Yes, it's going to take you longer, and you can only get so much of that a day. But you don't ever have to play a real person to get to max level in HOTS, ever. Which is that's awesome, and that's for the hardcore casual. It just wants to play a couple games, just getting used to it, maybe try out new characters or new, just new whatever. They're not quite, they really don't want to play against, a couple more trolls because people didn't pick a good comp or it's a shitty comp because it's quick play or just whatever. So people are going to troll. Sometimes people don't do that. I know for a fact, YogiZilla, he just hates that shit. He just wants to go on and play. It just depends on what part, to PvP or not to PvP. That is the question, ultimately. Do you want to play against other players, or do you want to play by yourself? Is basically what it is.
Yeah.
Unless there's co-op campaigns somewhere.
See, there's two parts to this that I'm particularly interested in. One is, I think wrong with a pure multiplayer experience, and I kind of prefer it because I just don't have the drive or the time to commit to a single player experience. The multiplayer is what keeps me, in a game, because at least then there's a social layer, right?
Well, there's that playback. There's the replay value as well.
Yeah.
When you have multiplayer or an online mode.
But I think if a game is driven to be multiplayer focused, solely multiplayer, they need to accommodate the casuals, the hardcore, and everything in between, and also have bots and things like that to ease people in. That doesn't mean, not every game has to have a campaign, single player campaign, or tutorial, but at least have different kind of ways to approach it, like cooperative, PvE versus instead of PvP, different things like that. But the other thing that I noticed is that I feel like people don't usually have a problem with PvP. They just don't like how they're received in those communities. It's kind of like I listened to a really good conversation recently. I think it was on the Game Over Greggy podcast, and they were talking about how comics are like, being into comics is still one of the nerdiest things you could do, even more so than video games. Being a gamer now is more accepted than being into comics. You tell someone you're into comics, usually if they're not into that themselves, it's kind of like almost they look at you like you're a little kid. Like, really, comics? Like, no, they're graphic novels. Yeah, they're comics. They're pictures. It's cartoons. People don't take it seriously. But the bigger problem, I think, that happens in the comic book space and competitive gaming as well, is that there's this elitist attitude. And there's people that are not professional gamers, but they act like they are. Like, they act like everything's on the line. And that makes it less fun. Like, they scare all the newcomers in that otherwise enjoy the game, but they take it so seriously that, they ruin it for everyone else. And they ruin it for themselves because they're just, raging really hard. And that doesn't help the person get better. So they create frustrated players that throw games, and feed and all this other stuff. And it becomes this vicious cycle. So I think that, always comes back to the community. I really feel like there's a lot of people that would give MOBAs a chance, give FPS games a chance, which, are arguably amongst the most competitive games out there. But
and stop being afraid. Sorry, Yoke. Stop being afraid of the word MOBA. Okay? Just because somebody says MOBA, people are oh my god, MOBA, nope, I'm not playing it, when they have no clue what it even is. When people say MOBA, that's just a classification. If it's a multiplayer online battle arena, there's so many you can go FPSs or MOBAs. Think about it.
I kind of want to combine everything that Yogi said into one simple thought. And that is actually a parody of a Joker line. It's, you either quit when you're a noob, or you stay in the game long enough to become a rager. That's pretty much the way it goes. You're either going to be that new guy who gets yelled and screamed at, or you're going to be there long enough to learn the game and then rage at people who are just learning, forgetting where you came from. That's kind of the problem with PvP. Don't get me wrong. I love PvP. I'm huge about PvP. And bots, they're a great concept. They're interesting. But they in no way have ever prepared me for a game. Like, when I started playing Heroes of the Storm, I started on bots. I've never come out of bots and been like, okay, I'm ready to verse people. And then I just get stomped. Team raging, I'm feeding, it's bloody. And I'm like, well, all those hours I spent with bots did nothing. The AI experience, it's like, I'm gonna learn how to run through people on bots. I mean, I didn't die. I got like 31 kills. I'm ready. I go into a real match. I come out. I'm like, I have seen some stuff, man. I saw a Murky go 32-0, man. I have seen some stuff. And it's terrifying. There's just things bots will never prepare you for. And I think really I've yet to find a game that does a good balance. You either buy a game because the PvE is phenomenal and the PvP is pretty crap, which was why I bought BioShock 2. BioShock Infinite. Story, great. Multiplayer, most people forgot it even had multiplayer.
And BFT said the same thing too, or said something good in chat. Bots are only good for unlocking the skills and leveling up first